Hi Jaylee, my name is Tiffany, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Now, most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have when hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, "Hey Tiffany, I like you. Can you please come do this for me?" So if by the end of this video you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tips and tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you and do it yourself, that works for me too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the 3 things I want to cover today are content, citations, and backlinks. Before we get into that, I just wanted to look at your site. I think your site is very nicely laid out. It's easy to read, to navigate. So you did a great job with that. So like I said, first up is content, which is basically anything you can see on your page or on your front page, including your pictures, what the pictures are saved as, and also what's behind the pictures. So if we had clicked on this picture, do save as, you can see this is all content as well. So all of these things the search engine can read, and it basically gets an idea of what services you offer in the areas you target. On average, Google likes a minimum of 1,500 words of content. So the more unique, authoritative content you have with enough keywords or key phrases that people use to find that specific service, the better Google knows what you do, which means Google feels better showing your site. So if we look over here, right now your site has 385 words of content. Now let's check out one of your competitions. So Bottom Granite, these guys, if we look, they have that 1,500 words of content, which is totally beatable. They just put in a little more effort with their content. So for you guys to beat them out, you're not going to want to just get to that 1,500. You're going to want to get to like the 2,500 at least, so that way you're able to put more keywords on there, and you can see they have a lot more content on their page. Let's see if they are saving their pictures correctly. So see, this is where they can be adding content. This is what I'm saying. So Adobe stock photo with some numbers. Google cannot go in there and understand what this company is just based off of that. So you did a great job with naming yours. Okay, so now we're going to go over here to Ahrefs, and this is a little tool I use that I pay a few $100 a month for, but essentially it gives me behind the scenes details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan of your competition here, and you can see over here they have 522 organic keywords. So if I click on it, it will show me exactly what keywords your competition is ranking for and what your customers are searching for every month. So as you can see, granite countertop near me, it has 300 keywords, ranking position number 14. Dolomite versus marble, 200 keywords, it's ranking first position. But these two are huge. Countertop stores near me, 1,200 searches per month. They're in position 19, and marble countertops near me, 1,300 searches per month in 20th position. So now if we go over here to your site, you can see you have 25 organic keywords. And if we click on these, Google knows you are your business for advanced marble and granite. So you have 70 keywords and you're in the second position. Advanced stone, let me see where's a bigger one. Countertops in Boise, you have 40 and in the 28th position. Granite remnants, 500 keywords a month, which is 67. So like I said, the first thing you need to do to beat out your competitions online is add in like 2,500 keywords based off, and you want to include these keyword searches plus some more that customers would be looking for. And like I said, these two are huge because they have such high search volume per month. So that's totally doable, and you can beat out your competition that way. So now I searched the marble countertops because that was a big search in there. And it brings me to, or a big keyword that they're being found for, that your customers want to find you for. So I type that in. It brings me to the second tip I have, which is citations. Now you might be asking yourself what a citation is, and that's a great question. So citations have a lot to do with this section down here, so the map area or map pack. A citation is essentially your business's name, address, and phone number, or NAP for short, listed in various directories all throughout the web, and that's how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So you might be asking yourself what a directory is and how do you get into those. So it's really quite simple. It's, these Google, Bing, Yelp, Facebook, LinkedIn, any of these places any of those places online that allow business owners to add their business details and services within there would be considered like a directory or business directory listing. Now, in order to rank high here on the maps, you would need to make sure that you're looking at your competition's directory listings and seeing what they're currently being listed in, and you want to try to go out and get yourself listed in there as well. So you might be saying, well, that's all great, but how do I go and do that? Well, it's really simple. We use sites like WhiteSpark or BrightLocal that will tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. Then we can literally go down their list and match what directories they're on. But we don't just want to stop there, because we don't just want to match them, we want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has, say, 100 citations, we want to get what they have, then add 50 to 100 more, so it takes them a while to catch back up to. Now, we've already covered content and citations. The last thing I want to cover is backlinks or link juice. So we searched up here for marble countertops, and if we scroll down past the map pack, you can see this is organic searches. You can see here your site is number one, and that's fantastic. So that means you are winning in the backlinks. I guess you could say it that way. So this is showing Google that you have a lot of authority, and how to get more authority so that you can stay in the top on that one. It all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice, kind of like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes, which this is called passing authority. And so the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So let me give you an example. If you get a local blog or industry site linking back to you, then that's great. But if you're, your countertop doing marble and things like that, and you get a backlink from Domino's linking to you, that's not so great because you don't sell pizza. Now I'm going to go over here. This is back to Ahrefs on your site. So you have 298 backlinks, which is fantastic. Now if we go over here to their site, they only have 191. So you have 108 backlinks more than what they have. So in order to stay ahead of them and you want to keep adding some backlinks. And whoops, you can just go here and click backlinks, and you would go down this, and we would just add more of whatever backlinks you don't have to your site. So then you're constantly building that, so that way they are not trying to catch up to you in that way. So you can see that getting you to the top isn't magic, it's just a method, and I've shown you that method today. So that's pretty much all I have. I hope this video has been educational for you. You can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm completely good with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 208-598-4501. Once again, my name is Tiffany, And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.